There's a huge team of people coming up with the stories. We have Robert Thorogood, who created the show, who's a huge Agatha Christie fan.
I brought you here to reveal who killed Dan Hagen.
The genius detective gathers everyone together and tells them how it was done, who did it and why they did it. James Hall is our story producer, and he's the one who works day in, day out with our writers.
I understand you and Mr. Hagen published a paper on the coral reefs of Saint Marie last year.
Coming up with new puzzles, making sure that we've got really strong motives.
And I think that there is enough in there that you could work it out if you saw all the clues.
I was the one that was married.
Laura.
I know certain writers who have written on this show and gone, oh, it's going to be so great, so I'm going to write this episode, a few cocktails here, a bit of a crime here, easy. And they've gone, it's the hardest thing I've ever done. To get that much information into 59 minutes.
To add so much character into the puzzles that are very intricate and very detailed is testament to the ability of the writers.
They called it the mimic octopus because it fools its predators by pretending to be something it's not.
The puzzle has to make sense, which the scriptwriters are brilliant at. But then, when you get here and we're actually, we're filming it, that whole process is still ongoing.
We're looking for stories with real impossibilities about them, or what we call oddity clues, things that make no sense, that only Humph spots.
I'm going to see what we can discover from the toy soldier we found at the scene.
And it has to have a heart.
I told Amber's story.
We need to be uncovering secrets all the time that feel true.
And furious that no one had told her about it before.
The more series that go by, the harder it gets.
Thank you all for joining me.
I think it's to their credit that they really sort of keep it fresh.
Just it.
Humph's love of puzzles, we discover, was sort of inspired by his Aunt Mary.
And to have this sort of card-playing, puzzle-solving aunt to come out and solve crimes with him is fantastic. Episode 5 in particular is great because there's a guy who flies from the UK to Saint Marie. During the night, he is thrown out of his window. But he hasn't met anyone, doesn't know anyone. So, how'd that happen?
And even now, I try to work out the puzzles, I'll be honest with you, whenever I'm reading it, and sometimes I get it, and it makes me feel very happy.
We first need to understand just how Dan Hagen was killed.
I always think of this as a rewind show because everything has to be hidden in plain sight. So at the end, you can rewind the episode and go, oh, they did do that then. That look then did mean that, But at the time, if we've done our job right, it should sort of pass you by. You won't even notice it.